in RGL TV land. Hope you're having a great day, morning, evening, whatever it may be out there. Thank you for tuning in for RG Love 2020 here. With me on the mic right now, I have Enemy TV.
Hello.
I was given the gracious honor here to kick off things for RG Love 2020. Forgive me there. And I'm thrilled to be able to open this exciting marathon for you all. And we have a lot of great games in store this week. We have plenty of lava, RG lava to spam, So, we're going to kick things off with Demon's Crest 100%. And just so you all are aware, we do have a donation incentive. Let me backtrack for a second. So, this event is the one event that RGL holds to just help with the team when it comes to doing activities throughout the year and such. And for any donations that we receive, we're extremely grateful to you all. And again, thank you all for tuning in to share this time with us. So with that said, there is a donation incentive for Demon's Crest to take on the Dark Demon here, which anybody's familiar with my storied history with the Dark Demon on RGO, the Dark Demon hates me and never lets me complete a round. So if we meet that donation incentive, we can see me try to tackle that beast and hopefully rid the curse that's overtaken me the past number of RGL events. So I think with that, Enemy, is there anything else that you want to add?
No, that's great, Sai. I am excited to kick off our third RG Love event here for 2020, Sai. That's crazy.
I know.
We're going to have a lot of great incentives that you can donate towards today. The link is now in chat. There's a command, !donate if you want to see that. So you can just go right below the screen if you're watching on twitch.tv and click on the hearts where it says donate, and it'll bring you to the screen where it'll have the latest and greatest incentives towards which you can donate. You can donate anonymously, all that good stuff. So we got you covered, but we got a couple of cool things up today, and then of course over the course of the event. So check that out, and we'll keep rolling those along as we progress. But without any further ado, let's blaze on some demons here, Sai.
Yes, sir. All right. Timer will start when I hit start here. So 3, 2, 1, go.
I love that one of the main differences in the versions of Demon's Crest is that this first boss in the Japanese version only takes 3 hits instead of 6 hits in the US version.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They thought that was a total game changer. You got a lot of games back in these days that had in the US version they had the rental block, basically, which was, they made it way harder so that you couldn't beat the game in 2 days when you rented it. So Capcom took that to the next level. They're like, I got it. The first boss, right as soon as you start the game, gonna take twice as many hits. Okay, how many is that? Well, it was 3 and now it's 6. They'll never beat it when they rent it.
Yeah, and it's so small and subtle, but like just having, not having to do those extra hits here is so nice.
Yeah. And of course, obviously, you have the Japanese text that is a little bit faster to navigate through over the course of the game as well.
All right. Even that part there, is that longer too? I forget if it takes as many hits to get rid of the head there.
Let's say yes.
Okay. Alright, so here we are. One of the best songs in the game. It just sets the tone for me. Besides the fight that we had just now, just the epic journey that we have ahead of us in this game. And we come up to our first boss fight versus the Hippogriff. So we headbutt out of the statue and pray that he gives me good RNG so that we can kill him quick. Otherwise, he'll fly away and stay out of my reach. So far, this is good. Okay, there we go. I jinxed it.
So while you're dealing with the Jinx-a-Griffin here, people are asking about what's the deal with what are we raising money for? So unfortunately, I guess people showed up right after you just explained all this side. So let me educate everyone here real quick. So we have a team of roughly 30 people that put together RGL events, and primarily this is raising money to get us to different live events. You see a lot of people raising money to get to GDQ and the like, and we kind of do that as a team effort here. But also, from time to time, there is a need to either replace or upgrade equipment as part of our whole streaming endeavor goes. I had to get a replacement video card not too long ago, and microphones break, all sorts of stuff can go awry. So this is a fundraiser to help out all of the folks who make RGL TV happen on a day-to-day basis. And that's why we're raising money here. So it's for all of those things and more, but it is to help out the staff this time around. We do a charity fundraiser usually in November, and that's what we've done the past couple years, 2018 and 2019. This one is to help ourselves. Jesus loves those who love themselves. I think someone said that once. So we got some bits in here. An anonymous cheerer donated 666 bits. Thank you very much, Anonymous. That should do cool things to that volcano as well. That volcano, yeah, you see the value there go down, and as it reaches 0, fun times will occur. So if you want to donate for some of our great incentives to change the games that we'll be playing and what we play in them, you can certainly do that, and we encourage you all to do so. I think you can only do that with direct donations. I don't think we have any way to do that with bits or subscriptions, unfortunately. But if you are unable to donate directly, cheering and subs should affect the volcano that we have there, and it will be very exciting when that ticker reaches 0. So keep that in mind, everyone, as we progress. So you've just defeated Arma 1, Cypherin.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
and now you are acquiring Ground Gargoyle, is that correct?
Yep, Ground Gargoyle. If you're playing the North American version in this, it's Ground Aramer. Ooh.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yep. So we're going to switch to that now and gain some little extra mobility here. And try to pick up some money along the way. Eventually, I'm going to hit up some stores for some potions. In this game, you have urns that basically are potions, and then you have what's known as vellums. And really, for the speed run, we don't use the vellums at all. But the potions are very important, especially some for health, others we might want to use to leave a level, and another one we might want to reset to certain areas of a level. That one's the Mercury urn or potion, and that one is going to be really key for some of the tricks I'm going to do later.
Yeah, the vellum in this run is basically used to get to the actual final boss, because Cypherin is doing 100% here, which is odd because there's also a donation incentive to do Dark Demon. But very nice jumps there, Sai. So what Sai did there was actually jump out of the air on his ground slide there, which is the Ground Gargoyle does the charge, which, as you see, he can break open stuff, and he was able to get over those spikes without taking damage from the spike not landing in them. So it's very nice. Oh, and now you're going up in the dark here with the Ground Gargoyle. I hate this screen so much. These bats are just out of this world, such a pain in the booty, and no problem. That is fantastic. And we get to see Nunu.
I never can remember the name of this boss.
Yep, this is Nunu. This is the slime eyeball fella, and Cypherin was able to climb right up there. So the deal is, if you touch the gelatin part of him, it'll kind of drag you down. And it's a little tricky because if you just try to mash jump to get out of there, the timing is such that you'll not really get out of there very well. You have to have a nice cadence to it, otherwise you'll kind of get stuck in there. And as you get dragged down too far, you see the eyeballs in there, you see the big eye. It just is bad news if you stay down there. So what Sai is going to do is try to hit these drop shots on these eyeballs. They don't always cooperate, and they're not right now. But the drop shots actually do double damage. So the straight shots, they're nice and good, but he can kill the eyeballs in 2 hits if he gets a drop shot and then any other shot. If he does these straight shots, he has to hit them 3 times each. So that's obviously a little faster if they cooperate. But so far, they are not being very cooperative. Although he is not taking a lot of damage, which is cooperative in that sense, because he's in great shape right now, health-wise. Sometimes these eyeballs just you move around and sit around on top of you. There's a drop shot from Sai, so that's good. And now the big eyeball will come out. Cypherin's in great shape here. He really has no health concern at all, and it's just a matter of damaging down this eyeball. And he can take a couple hits there, because he's only taking 1 damage each time, and look at just like that. So you're going to try to... Yeah, okay, so Cypherin's going to try to not go too far down the gelatin here. As you see him jumping up, and because he wants to get the item right as soon as it spawns, which he does. Perfect job from Cypherin. Fantastic fight.
Thank you. I realize I forgot an item that I normally get early, but it's going to cause some of my fighting to get altered slightly, but usually I can pick up the first talisman in that stage we just left, but I passed it up, so we're going to see some interesting things here. That first talisman allows you to increase the rate of your fire. It's known as the hand talisman. Oh, that guy has a little scary there. But we're good. Moving nice and smooth. We want to kill these guys to reduce the lag here. Because for some reason you get like just even 2 of these enemies on the screen. Okay, actually that's smooth right there. Usually they'll lag up the screen pretty badly. And now we have our first encounter with Flame Lord. That one I remember. Thanks for enemy reminding me. I'm pretty bad with the boss names.
Flame Lord is somewhat more obvious than the rest.
Yes.
You got some like Avnunu and Holothurian and I don't know. I can't think of any others right now. But then you have some like Flame Lord and the crawling boss, what is named Crawler. So those are somewhat more obvious than the more exotic ones. And everyone remembers Grey Wan.
Yeah. Oh, everyone remembers.
Capital L for the RG Love command there, Doom Shotgun.
That's enough damage. Alright, so we're coming up on Flame Lord here, and casually, you would expect like, alright, we're about to get into this huge battle. No, I want to take an intentional death here.
Yes. You'll see that the trees above Cypherin are on fire. He's gonna die here, and then magically, time passes, and as he makes his way back out of this enclosure, now the trees are not there anymore. They have all burned away, and that's going to allow Cypherin to come over and get a health upgrade, which again he needs to acquire in order to be eligible to do the true final boss, which is kind of the point of 100%.
Mm-hmm. This should be an interesting fight without the hand talisman.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but it's so natural to have be able to, I guess, shoot 2 at one time on screen. So, although this seems to be going pretty much as you'd expect, it doesn't seem like anything's getting too sideways. So now Flame Lord has gone into his second form, and he can do, I think, one of 3 attacks. He's doing the sine wave a lot right now, which is pretty good, I think. You can get a couple of those drop shots in, and again, those do double damage. And wow, Cypherin making it look easy. The thing about Flame Lord is, because he can drop fire down from above, and though I think those shots are somewhat randomized, and he's mixing it up with a slow drop as well as the sine wave movement, he can get some hits in on you real quickly, and then you can be in a jam. But Cypherin did a great job. Okay, here's everybody's favorite part of the game.
Well, I know it's mine.
So this is one of those things that does not translate to the viewer as being difficult, but the precision on doing these headbutts is really ridiculous. So the bottom row, Cypherin just has to walk over and headbutt him, but and the top row, he has to do a full jump and headbutt him. But the rest of them, he is having to get the exact right press on the button to get to the correct height. Otherwise, the skulls will not break, and he has to destroy 30 of them, I think, which he does. Actually, does a great job. 2 torches left, and is able to get that health upgrade. So again, a mandatory divergence in the direct route of the game, but gets the job done, no problem.
All right, we took a little detour to pick up my first 2 Mercury potions here. And again, you'll see, well, hopefully you'll see what their use is, because the trick involving the Mercury potions, known as, I believe it's known as the Mercury cancels. They're a little hard to pull off, but I'll explain it once we get there. Now we're working our way through this tower. Of course, continuing to collect the items that we need to meet our 100% requirement. And again, fight the Dark Demon. That's an urn. I think that's the only item here in this level that we have to worry about.
Yes, certainly in this part. It's such a nasty level for how short it is, that screen right there. Because it's just nothing but spikes. So they're really putting you to work in this early part, because you don't have the aerial gargoyle yet. But you're about to.
Alright, so we're going to use our first Mercury here. And if we pull off the second Mercury cancel just right, we'll wind up back in that room. And that'll allow us to skip having to go back to the overworld and that big long section that Enemy just mentioned that can be a bit tricky. We basically will cut it out. But now we come to one of our hardest fights in the run. Especially now since I don't have my hand talisman.
Yeah, so this is Flyer. Again, this is one of the more obviously named. He flies around, and this is kind of like the Scyther as well, if you've ever played the Gargoyle's Quest or Gargoyle's Quest 2. I guess Scyther is the name of a Pokemon, but that's what we call him. But he will throw his little sickle hands at you from time to time. Cypherin wants to avoid that, and he's got the good spin pattern, which should enable him to get a couple 2 and 3 hits each time. So very cooperative from Flyer right now. It's just a matter of getting those shots in. And as you can see, you can ride along the extended body of Flyer. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the scythes are out. Cypherin's got to be careful here, but the boss is done. All right, so good job out of Cypherin. So now I think you're going to try to do the Mercury cancel, right?
Yep.
So this is frame perfect timing, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to try to hit it as soon as he grabs this item.
We missed it. Okay, so it's no big deal, but that just means now, again, you see the overworld, and I have to go through this first area again. Had I got it, we would have popped into that first area where I used the first Mercury cancel. first Mercury potions, and it would allow us to skip this whole entire section here. But that's okay. We'll have at least, I think, 2 more opportunities to see a Mercury cancel. So, going back through here again. I'm gonna pick up this health, even though we only had 1 bit of damage there, but marathon safety. And we have the return of the Hippogriff, the Jinxogriff.
The Hippogriff is a boss that you constantly see throughout the game, and is very easy to kill, but often will fly too high for you to be able to damage straight away. Hence the Jinx.
Come on, come down. Yep, and every time he dies, we gotta bust up his statue again. It's a little jarring for me to do that, only because I play Gargoyles and a fan of the Gargoyles cartoon, and you're the Goliath and the characters from that cartoon. They all get frozen in stone every time daylight comes up. So then breaking a gargoyle statue, it's like I'm thinking like, no, Goliath. Like even these breaking these here just hurts me. But we have to do it. We have to do it. I have no idea that could have been a good gargoyle that I just busted up there. We gotta take this a little slow. If I had the hand talisman, it would allow me to shoot out more of these little tornado projectiles that I have. But we can only do 2 at a time now. So we take a little side trip there. Watch out for that ghost there. And
that's good dodging.
Thank you. Now we come up to another boss fight.
This is Arma 2, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think, to me, this is one of the tougher fights in the game, to be honest. But Siphon's gonna make it look easy. But especially when you're using ground gargoyle like this, the deal is obviously he can fly, and you see that swoop like that. Siphon's really good at getting out of the way of the swoop and making him drop in such a way that he's really not in any danger. But it's really easy to be trying to press him and get close, and then he swoops right down on your head while you're trying to dash away, because there is a little bit of a delay when you dash. Looks like we have a subscription here. Thank you for the 1 year, Ings Gaming Sanctum. 12 months in a row. Very nice. Thank you so much for that continued support. 1 year subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
But see, this is the sort of stuff that Arma can do here. Just hang out of the way. And because you're ground gargoyle, you don't have as much ability to go after him. So it's kind of a risk-reward thing, because do you want to go up and do more damage somewhat more consistently, because you can still fly out of your way with one of the other gargoyles, or do you want to wait and try to get that double hit? As you can see, Siphon's using the tornado there to navigate around the gargoyle, and again, really no problem. Just waiting. It's just a matter of patience, which is always the most frustrating part of any speedrun. Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh no, I fat fingered the Mercury cancel. Oh boy. Alright. That just means you get to see more of that wonderful fight. Darn these beautiful hands of mine. Okay. Alright, now we redo this fight with less health. And he's just laughing at me. It's like silly ground gargoyle.
Yeah, it does sort of beg the question why he ever drops down. I mean, you know, video games, but it's not very strategically sound. See, I hate that little slow fly where it looks like he's gonna go over your head and then just barely touches it. And I hate this fight. Hey, good morning, Shema, and thank you for 30 months.
Oh man. Just trying to
Yeah, Arma 2's a jerk.
Yep.
It's just that you're still at this point in the game a little bit underpowered. So there's only so much you can throw at him. Of course, you love that video game mechanic where enemies can touch you and damage you, but they don't take any damage.
Trying to hit him in the toe.
Yes, the true final boss and the Dark Demon are actually the most difficult fights in the game, but this is one that the first one, I think, in the 100% category that can kind of be a kick in the pants.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that it's conceptually difficult, it's just that it can go sideways pretty easily because you're so low on health and because you're somewhat limited in your options for doing damage, especially if you use ground gargoyle. But even if you don't, even if you use one of the flying gargoyles, you're still somewhat limited. You just have a little bit better maneuverability, but damage-wise, you're still not looking great.
Come on, drop for me. There we go. And I swear,
Very nice.
I swear
All
that first time it felt like he had more health than ever.
When he stays out of the way and you're just desperately trying to get any damage in on him at all, it does feel like that. It's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now you have an aerial gargoyle.
Mm-hmm.
And aerial gargoyle is super useful throughout the entire run. What aerial gargoyle can do is fly up. And I don't know, that may not sound impressive if you're just sitting at home and maybe not familiar with this game, but being able to go up when you want to, as you see Cyphern doing right now, is just so nice. Especially coming out of the Arma 2 fight, where you can't go and get him.
Yep.
Now you just have that extra freedom of movement, and it's wonderful. And Cyphern is going to do the more difficult route here, because he is a fine human being. And he's going to go fight Greywand here. You can go get the legendary gargoyle first and then do the Greywand fight, which is a little bit slower, but it is significantly easier because Greywand can put a whooping on you if your timing is not good. But Cyphern's timing is going to be good, and he's going to look like a boss coming up here in a couple seconds.
Another one of our items for our 100% requirement.
Alright, so deal with Greymon is if you attack him and you stay kind of in front of him. What was that shot?
Yeah.
How did that shot go through Greymon? What on earth?
I don't know what.
That is some junk. Those weren't iframes. That was just a glitch, ladies and Holy cow. So Greymon is in iframes when he's green. And if you stay right close to him, in front of him, after doing damage, he'll just stay green, and then the fight will kind of be a stalemate. So Cypherin is very cleverly trying to kind of get up above his head after each attack, and then kind of swoop down in kind of a reverse C pattern. Like he's kind of making a C if he's on the left side of the screen, a reverse C if he's on the right side. And that will keep him stun locked if the timing is good. But there you see Greymon jump straight away there. That can happen occasionally. But he's trying to avoid the frozen breath there and set this all right. Oh, there we go. Okay. He's in good shape here. You see he's just hitting him right as he tries to pounce. And if Cypherin can keep doing this, he's going to be winning this fight here.
Ooh.
Oh, and see that pounce. Two damage per pounce. So that is, the fight is really, really taxing. Number String cheers 685 bits. Thank you very much, Number String.
Thank you. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, that one fireball, it went by in slow motion for me. I was like, what in the world?
Yeah, that was nonsense. You totally got screwed there.
Alright. Be good, Greymon. Oh my gosh. Alright. Let's try it. First try again. First try. I think it's the game paying me back because I PB'd twice, I think was it yesterday, just practicing for this. Okay. Thinking Greymon, take these headbutts. Okay. First try. Yeah. Woo! Alright.
Yes, if you're just joining us, that was the first try. Congratulations, Cypher.
Thank you.
That marathon luck.
Alright. So now that we gotten that out of the way, we fly up to pick up another one of our items there, our urn, and we just continue to fly to the right to head to our second area in the ice stage here. Area that enemy mentioned before. Had we taken that route, we could have gotten the legendary gargoyle, and Greymon would have been less of a jerk. because we would have been able to overpower him easily. But it's okay. And we fly through this vertical section. Switch back to... Actually, I need this one here. I can bust up these ice blocks, fly over, and pick up this max health. There. And these, just to get through here nice and smooth, we'll switch back to aerial. Now we come to a little mini boss fight in this section here, where we have to fight Flyer again, or Scyther. I'm hoping he'll start spinning around in circles. Alright.
This is another fight that, even though it's not, I wouldn't say it's difficult, but you can die easily, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But he ended up cooperating, so no problem. Good job, Sai.
Thank you. Now we have another section here where we're just flying completely in the dark. These bats are extremely annoying. Oh crap. Whoop, 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 whoop. Alright, we're through. And we pick up one of our talismans, which is actually really useful.
Especially right after dealing with all those bats like that.
Yeah, so this is the armor talisman. Yeah, it allows me to take extra damage and lose little health. Let's fly through the dark still. And we're coming up to the end. For another boss fight. And I'm going to try to get a little quick shot here before the fight starts. And we got it.
Now, this form that Cypher has is what he acquired after defeating Greywan, and it makes this fight significantly faster because this boss is weak to the shots that Cypher's able to use right here. So while this fight is actually pretty simple, if you have the aerial gargoyle, it does take significantly longer. That's one of the benefits of what Cypher did. Look how quickly that boss goes. It looks like nothing. That fight is like at least 3 times as long if you use aerial.
Mm-hmm.
And that is even with being able to get up in his face and go nuts and shoot him as much as you want. That was good.
Thank you, thank you. Alright, now we're going back to the town. And we're going to pick up some more potions while we're here. Pick up some money. Come on, shoot.
Oh, that you had to headbutt the door open.
Yep. Alright, so we got 2 more Mercuries, and I forget what the other potion is, but it allows us to leave the level pretty much. want to minimize the damage I'm going to take here. So normally you're supposed to come through here with the water crest or the tidal gargoyle or tidal armor just to get that urn. But since we don't have that crest, we go ahead and sort of damage boost our way through the water here. And the same is going to happen coming up towards the end of this section where I go for that hand talisman that I mentioned earlier.
Sulfur.
Thank you, sulfur.
Yes.
And alright, we got the hand talisman. Working our way back out of here. And switch to the ground gargoyle so we can move fast to the next area. I love this song too. This song here, after that Grey One fight, it just puts me at ease. It's so relaxing. But now we're coming up to a boss fight. And I'm going to switch back to Legendary. We're going to put on that hand talisman. Now this is Belth, right? I think that's the name of this boss.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, I remember that one. Okay, and made short work of them. But now we're going to try another Mercury Cancel, see if we get it. And we got it.
Yeah, so there you go. You see Cypher and teleports out right as soon. Beginning this zone, sort of. I guess the town is technically the beginning of the whole zone, but whatever. This is even better than that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very nice to skip both the overworld and that town area. Ooh. Alright. Little fact there, that Vellum that I just picked up, Enemy and I, we tend to race this game here and there, and that Vellum cost me dearly in one of our races for RGO. To where to this day I have not, like, it's basically the enemy Vellum. I named the Vellum after him, and it's one I can never forget now. Alright, so we get our final item here. I forgot to switch to this potion. We use one of our sulfurs to beam us out of this area because we're through. We don't need to be here anymore. I need to find water. Where are you, water? Whee! Alright. Sometimes it's it's easy to forget where some of these places are on the map. I'm going to switch to you. Oh. So, flying to one of two sections in this entire stage. There's a castle section and then there's an underwater section. We're going to do the castle section first. And this will be, I believe, the final Mercury Cancel. We'll see. Or the final Mercury Cancel attempt. Whoop. And our next boss fight with Crawler, aka Pizza the Hut, who we skip for now, just so that we can grab again another item for our 100% here. switch back to legendary and hope he cooperates because we want him to reveal his eye here so we can get in multiple hits. Ooh, we got 3 hits that cycle, 2 hits that one. Alright, only one because his little henchman protected him. That wasn't a bad fight. He was cooperative. Now we're gonna attempt this Mercury cancel. Hopefully we get it. Okay, we missed that one. So now we have to go back to the overworld and then through the underwater section the normal way here. Make sure we'll select an empty urn here. As I sort of change up my grip when I'm flying at times. My index finger is like over my thumb right now, hoping to shoot. And it switches back and forth hitting the A button. I wish I had like a diagram to show you all. It's a little awkward though. Just so I can continue to move and shoot here. Actually, now I think about it, my thumb is hitting both the B button and the A button. And yeah, I'm using my index finger to shoot. Swing through these corridors here. It's nice having title, being able to, when you hold the A button, just zoom forward like this.
I feel like you're never quite able to stay going forward all that, like, for long enough, you know? If you just get going and then bam, you have to stop and kill something, or you get shot by something.
Yeah, it constantly gets interrupted. Come on. I was hoping to get that guy. Ah, I knew he was going to shoot me.
So just a reminder, Cypherin is getting, sort of towards the end of the game here. So we are at $18.51 right now towards the Dark Demon goal. So if you want to see a Cypherin take on the crazy, stupid, impossible boss of this game, get those donations in. Still a little bit of time left. Don't only need that by the end of the game. So you have time still. This is Holothurian that he's taking on right now, and this is a great boss because you can just kind of sit there and attack him. So, okay, but I was going to say, Cypherin must have some low health because he's staying in title form here, indeed. Only 3 health left. A lot of times you'll see players switch to the legendary form and just tank this fight because you will take a little bit of damage being in the wrong form underwater, but the fight's really simple, so it's usually not an issue. But with 3 health, I don't blame Cy for playing it a little safe here. There he goes, getting there. It's gotta be like a hit away here.
Yeah. Come on. Okay. Oh, man. Alright. We'll get this show.
Mad Mega, thank you for 24 months. I really appreciate it. 2 years of support, man. I really appreciate that.
Mad Mega, woo! Alright, so getting through here without, we're not taking as much damage as last time, so we'll get to see the other way we do this fight. Put me down. Alright, so he's down now. Much more merciful this time around. And we pick up our max upgrade. Let's see. Fit for water. I think we then go to the forest. Where? Forest. Where are you? There you are.
The overworld and the menus are the real final bosses of this game. Those aren't the ones you guys are donating towards, but, you know, they're tricky customers.
So we have, I think, 2 more areas to go to. Like, we have this, and I think I have to go back to the original Coliseum place that we were at the start of the game. Pick up the final items for the 100% requirement. Alright, go through here. Legendary Gargoyle can take the damage from the water, pick up that max health upgrade. And come to our boss of this area.
I forget the name of this boss, and I would feel bad, but this boss does not last long.
I want to say it's Solemn or something.
Like Scala, Laguna Seca? I don't know. It's probably not that. But look at that. I mean, that boss doesn't deserve a name. Who's kidding who?
Mm-hmm. And where's the Coliseum? Here we are. Let's see, did I pick up the... Nope. Alright, so there's a vellum behind one of these statues here. Yeah, pick that up. This guy. And so if next time I switch to another gargoyle, we should be able to see that I have all the sub items now. Except for like a talisman. Yeah. 1 talisman, and that final block at the upper right there is for the ultimate gargoyle that you'll get to see if we take on the Dark Demon.
Tayo, thank you for 11 months as a subscriber to RGL TV. We're getting closer, Sai. There's enough time left. People want to get in on this Dark Demon fight. We're getting closer and closer.
Awesome. Yeah, I want my revenge. Use our last sulfur here to beam us out. Now we're ready for the final area. The music here and just like the design of the level always puts me in the mind, like, you know, you come to the end of the movie and you have like your hero getting ready to, you know, battle the villain or whatever. Just that, you know, coming up to that grand finale. And I need to switch. Oh, no, you don't. I gotta headbutt him. Crunch.
Well, Cypherin, I have some good news for you, my friend, because we got an anonymous $50 for defeating the Dark Demon. No comment, but man, we had done it. So Dark Demon is happening, ladies and gentlemen.
Awesome! Thank you so much. We'll get through here, and we're gonna totally destroy him. I know the other parts of this looked a little rough, you know, just a little crispy. That's all. Just getting you all pumped.
It's still good. It's still good.
It's still good. It's still good.
So because we hit that goal with the generous $50 donation, I have moved the $23.51 over to our next goal, which is, if you really want to have a silly run, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, all weapons. That is the next donation incentive coming up for the game right after this. Now that one does need to be met before the run starts. I mean, we could switch over to it during the run, but that'd be a little weird. So, so yeah, that's $150. So got to put in a little bit of work on that one yet, but that is the next one that is coming up, folks.
Awesome.
And if we don't get that one, we'll bank that towards. I think the next one we have coming up is changing the Metal Gear Solid run from just an any % run to all cutscenes, which extends the run by more than twice the length. So. And I mean, Metal Gear Solid, the cutscenes are all legit, so if you want to have a little bit of that nostalgia, get in on that.
One of my favorite series. I love Metal Gear Solid. Alright, so now, Grey One again.
Grey One is somewhat less fierce this time, because Cypherin has all of, or his full health, he doesn't have all of it, but he has all health available to him, and he has a legendary gargoyle, so just really not the fearsome enemy that it first time around. But the strat still works. And yeah, Super G and G all weapons is a trip. Ugh. If you guys don't donate for that one, don't get me wrong. Please donate. Please, anything that you have helps out the whole team. So please do. But if I don't have to do that, that would be somewhat easier on me as well. That's a brutal run. But I'm happy to do it for you folks. If you guys donate, we'll do it. It'll be a great time. It'll just be a bunch of silliness. But what's not to love? All right, so here we go with oh boy,
Phalanx.
Yeah, of course. I was like, I know it's named after a crazy shmup for the Super Nintendo. Super R-Type. Yeah, so this is Phalanx. This is not... I always thought it was weird that it's not like the final form of Arma. It's a totally different character. Because it looks like the evolution of that character that you've seen throughout the course of the run. But
and it would almost it would make sense if it was him, you know? Like, yeah.
$25. Oh, and we've hit there you go. Oh, floating. All of the hearts and the lavas going crazy all over the place. All right, Creeping Death with that $25 donation says, good luck, everyone. This week, it's not much. Thank you so much, Creeping Death. Don't undersell yourself. It's not much, but wanted to show some appreciation for RG Love. Thank you very much, man. We will, it's because we already hit that goal, we're going to bank that towards the Super GNG, so we'll add that up. That should put us, let's see. All right, so $48.51. So we're getting there. And we'll have a little bit of extra time because we do have the Dark Demon fight met here for Demon's Crest.
Oh, I never got caught in that black hole before. I couldn't move.
Yeah, it does the gravity effect, right? I think I need to reset Lava Chain. Let me take care of that real quick.
Gargoyle. There we go. Alright, so then now we beat Phalanx's second form. And I don't know if this is still considered Phalanx or not. I forget.
Yeah, I think it's Phalanx's final form.
Okay. So it's not like he summoned some, I'm the true demon, that kind of thing.
This is where playing the Japanese version sort of leaves in the lurch a little bit. I'm pretty sure, ladies and gentlemen, pretty sure that it is Phalanx's final form.
Okay. Alright. So we're just going into this. Alright, that's fine. I could have taken intentional death in the beginning, but I thought we might have had just enough health to do it.
It's just frustrating having to wait for this whole business again. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what makes the decision to not take that death ahead of time seem worthwhile. I mean, I think that was the right call, even though it didn't work out. But I mean, going through that whole cutscene just to, have to sit in lava for a while, or keep running into the boss for a while to take a death. That's a little bit frustrating. So Cypher needs to get 13 hits, I believe, on the final boss here. And as you can see, he does a lot of damage. And the real frustrating thing is, you got these platforms coming out at all wacky different timings, and you got the laser shooting down, and then he'll cover up where you can attack, which is his face, with both his hands and his, I guess, other hands, the ones that come up over his head that shoot out the lasers, the tentacles, maybe they are. I don't know. Those are kind of a nebulous thing. So yeah, you get the laser to avoid. You have the little dark energy balls. It is a nasty piece of business. You can't land on the ground because the floor is lava. And if you do want to use the platforms and they get hit by the laser, they disappear. So you have nothing going for you in this fight, basically, other than survival. And that is your key focus, and then try to just pop a shot off whenever you can. But it is an unkind fight, and this is nothing compared to Dark Demon. So okay, you start to see him change color a little bit. That is always a good sign. Cypher is progressing as he would like to. He's getting close.
Maybe one or two more hits. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
And
alrighty.
That would be time on that day.
Your timer's cut off just a smidge. I'll mention it now because you have a little bit of time for this.
Thank you.
Yep. So that is a GG, ladies and gentlemen. That is victory in the game. However, you guys donated toward the Dark Demon fight, so we have to wait for the cutscene here, which is cool because it's a good cutscene at the end of the game. And then Cypher can go in and continue playing and fight the Dark Demon. So yes, GG, Cypher.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. This ending, it just never gets old for me. Like this and Super Castlevania 4, they give me goosebumps. They gave me goosebumps when I don't know, maybe I was like 10 or something when this and Super Castlevania 4 came out. But I love this ending. I want a remake so bad. I want a remake or a sequel.
Yeah, it's they don't make them like this anymore.
No, they don't. So I think based on the items, of course, like how we're doing 100% here. Had we not collected all the items, you get different endings. I think this ending is where Firebrand, he's feeling, he's feeling himself, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna, rule everything. I believe that's what this ending is. If we did like the any percent and we didn't collect everything, then we'd get some indication that Phalanx was still alive or whatever. I think he'll get sealed in one of the crests or something like that, indicating that he will return.
And then he throws his Skittles off the cliff here. I feel like it just sets up for all of these events to take place immediately afterwards, Mm-hmm. He had collected all of them, and I guess the idea is, I don't want to be the ultimate creature in the universe. I've done my job, and I have to let go of this power or it'll corrupt me irrevocably, I guess. But it seems irresponsible to just toss them off a cliff. Yeah, there's Belf.
Yep, just so that anybody can grab them, and then we gotta go. Well, there's the sequel. Yeah, we gotta collect them again somehow.
Yeah.
Or take down the new big bad. Capcom, please be listening. Give us another one. And we get to hear this awesome remix of the second song that you hear in the game when we're going through the graveyard after the Coliseum area. And there he is, Flame Lord.
Yeah, I feel like Flyer here. The creative juices weren't flowing that day. Guys, we need a name for the boss. What does the boss do? He flies around. I got it. Flyer. All right, let's go to lunch.
Mission complete.
Ay.
All right, here we go. Let's see. What is it? Gullah. Yep.
There you go.
You called it. You called it.
But with a C and one L. Whatever. That boss, that no-name boss. Dead boss.
Dead boss.
I wonder under what circumstances that boss is difficult. I mean, you do fight him with a lot of health and your legendary form, so there is that. But I mean, even by that standard, he's a joke.
Right. Yeah.
Relative to everything else you fight with legendary and a good amount of health. Pizza the Hut! And like this one's just named Crawler. Again, you know. Yeah, sure, he does crawl, but you know, I understand that they can't actually call him Pizza the Hut. But, you know, you could have come up with something.
And good old Grey One.
Calzone the Great.
Oh,
Melty McToothy Face.
That sounds good right now, actually. A calzone.
Calzone?
Yeah. You make me hungry now.
Oh, Samulo. I didn't even know that that first dragon had a name.
That's the name I got mixed up with, was it Skulla?
Oh, Skulla. Okay.
Yeah. Inxogriff?
Oh, yeah, Hippogriff, right.
Yeah, Arma in North America, Alma here.
What? Okay. Whew.
I like his wing spread there, the art.
Yeah.
Alright, so now that that's finally gotten here, I think I should be able to reset the console.
Are you sure?
I have the password at the ready.
That's right, yeah. That's such a cool logo. See, that not so great at coming up with names, but that is a kick-ass logo at the end for the end. That is really great.
Yeah. Oh wait, I don't have the top line for the password. Maybe we will wait. Wait a second here. I reset and I can't find the top line here. Wait, no, I have it. My bad.
Thank you for the bit Doom Shotgun.
Alright, so we're gonna reset. And then hopefully the password is already in here. Because usually that's what you have to do, just reset the console. And we'll go to continue. Okay, nope, it's not here. But I do have it again. Let's see. Can I go? Yeah, I can go back a bit that way. Alright. Remember the alphabet, sorry. And the rest of this. And last but not least, there we go. So had we waited a little bit longer, we would have gotten that password, and I wouldn't have had to enter it in. It would have automatically been populated. But we're in the end game here, and we have the ultimate gargoyle. And I'm going to put on this crown to help build up some money. I need to get money so that I can buy 5 ginsengs.
And ginsengs restore all of your health.
Yep. And we're gonna need it.
Oh, yes. Although I've seen you do it with 4 now. So, you know, there's that.
Yeah, I did it twice yesterday with 4 ginsengs. Given how the rest of the game went, we'll see how that goes.
Nice.
Yeah, that is nice. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention, so as the ultimate gargoyle, he's basically all the different gargoyles combined into one. As you saw, I just did the ground gargoyles charge tackle there. Do it again for you all, it's so cool. He's got the headbutt of the normal gargoyle, the red armor. He can also swim underwater. And he has the aerial gargoyle's ability to fly high.
Ultimate Gargoyle is accurate. Proper name.
Yep. Alright, hopefully, here, we'll smash these, because every little bit of money we can get.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know, but actually homeopathy was invented by Demon's Crest. With all the ginseng and mercury and sulfur and everything.
Alright. So we need to get enough money for 2 more potions.
Which is 280 total.
Okay.
Oh good, you got 4. On your way. What the heck? Stop giving the little baby amounts. What those big skull coins? Those are 25 each.
Yeah, the crown isn't doing its job right now.
Yeah. Oh, also, yeah, you have that charge shot, like your Mega Man X.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's right. One additional nice perk to have with the Ultimate Gargoyle.
No Hadouken, though. That's the one thing lacking.
Alright, where were we at? 156. Oh, they're slipping here. Come on.
Alright, so while Cyphern is farming here and getting ready to do his Dark Demon fight, just want to remind folks that there is still time to donate towards all weapons in Super Ghouls and Ghosts. They completely wacky category where I have to keep getting different weapons as they drop, and sort of going out of my way to get them. So that is, if you want to see more Super Ghouls and Ghosts action, there's definitely going to be more of it. because that is a much harder version of the game when you have to play with the axe and the scythe and sometimes the torch, although the torch is pretty good. And that what is, I don't even remember the name of it, the dumb thing that shoots straight up in the air and then like makes a T, like an upside down T. I don't even remember what it's called. The tri-blade, I think it is.
Yeah.
So if you want to see weapons that you almost never see when you see a speedrun of this game, donate towards that. We are about a third of the way there, so there's still a little bit ways to go. If we don't get it, it'll be an any percent run, so that'll still be cool. And we'll bank that money towards the next donation. So don't think your money will go to waste. It'll just go towards the next thing. But if you want to see a frustrated enemy, let's just be honest, it will probably get my goat once or twice throughout that run. Then you can donate towards that. Oh yeah, I guess I got to start doing that, right, Chief? If you want to see all weapons for Super Ghouls and Ghosts, donate $5. If you don't want to see all weapons for Super Ghouls and Ghosts, donate $6.
Alright, this is it.
Alright, Dark Demon, ladies and gentlemen. The ultimate battle in this game, bar none. This fight is a total scam. He just will not take damage at times. And you see how there's a wall right now and a floor? Enjoy them while they last, because they are not long for this world. So not only is the Dark Demon shooting out all these scythes and whatnot. Okay, so now we got the Blood Rain coming down. So Siphon's going to want to stay underneath of the Dark Demon to avoid taking damage. But of course, when he's underneath of him, this little electrical ball can come and get him more easily. All right, so here we go, second form. And now, when you see this dark ball here get shot, what that's doing is it's going towards the walls there, and it will actually get rid of the wall and turn them into spikes, which means that Siphon will not be able to grab onto them as easily. Now, you see him shooting, but when you see the Dark Demon going dark like that and kind of blinking, that means he cannot be damaged. So you saw a couple shots there just go right through the boss. Nonsense! But as you can see there, the wall's a little bit gone, the floor's a little bit gone, and over time, by the end of the fight, the entire, both walls and the floor will most likely be spikes. There's the Blood Rain. I was gonna say, what happened? It disappeared there for a second, but no, it was just delayed. Blood Rain is never late. It arrives exactly when it needs to. But see that right there, Siphon shoots the guy perfectly, and as soon as he takes a hit, he's like, oh no, I was blinking, dude. Sorry, can't do damage. Nonsense. There you go. A piece of the wall, destroyed forever. It's not coming back. Siphon is still on his first set of health. He does have 5 ginsengs, which means he will have 5 complete health bars. Well, I guess 6 technically, because you start with 1. 5 additional. And he's probably thinking, yep, maybe go to that one here, or at least get it loaded up. And there he goes. So you don't want to get too low, because you can take a hit real quick, and then that can be that. So he's going to play it safe. And with 2 kibbles left, he's going to switch back over to that ginseng, and ginseng number 1 is down. There we go, get that hit in right there. That's very nice. Anytime you can get a hit in, and he doesn't just, cheese you out of it, I think that's a victory, because it's really difficult to time that out. He just will so often deny your hits. It's really annoying. And of course, Siphon's trying to get those charge shots in and do a little bit more damage, but again, you got that risk reward. Is it actually going to land or not? And unfortunately, it's just difficult to get a lot of shots in. So he got the second one in there. That's good. And then, yes, once again, blinking. Foolishness. Just look at all the sights that are flying around. Look, Jack. Ridiculous. constant barrage of damage coming at Firebrand here. I had to stop and think for a second. What is the Red Reamer's name in this game? It's Firebrand. Which is funny because most people think that all brand because of this series. Which is not the case. Most of them are just nameless arenas. Geez, I will link you to the donations. That is my thing. But to answer your question, if you go to the donation link, which is if you're watching on twitch.tv, to the heart where it says donate, click on that and it will show you the latest donation incentives that are active. You guys did donate towards this Dark Demon fight here, which Cyphrin is diligently undertaking right now. He has just used his second Ginseng. He got some pretty good damage on him so far. So I think he's in pretty good shape, but I don't want to jinx it, so we'll see how this goes. Let him just keep doing his thing. I think you have to have the composure of a Cyphrin through this fight, because after about the third or fourth of those shots that go straight through this form, I would just throw the cartridge out a window. Well, no, I wouldn't do that because it's a pretty pricey cartridge, but I would, I don't know, I'd get, like, you know, some cheaper cartridge and throw it out the window in effigy. Because it's just such nonsense that you can. He's sitting. It's like, hey, I can be damaged. Go ahead and shoot me. Oh, frame dodge. Sucks to be you. Oh, good avoidance there from Cyphrin. And to just avoid running into the Dark Demon. That slightly vaulted ceiling with the bit. Okay, so there you see the floor entirely spikes. The right wall entirely spikes. The left wall, one little spot here that is not spikes. And don't worry, Dark Demon's gonna fix that real quick here.
Commentators first.
Yep. That had nothing to do with me. That was the only spot left. He doesn't not attack in this form. Let's see there, he attacked it the second time. Alright, Ginseng number 3 has been used. Dark Demon is... Yeah, Dark Demon has a really bad OCD and he has to turn everything into spikes, otherwise he just can't deal with it. Oh, so close to getting that in. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh, 2 hits on that form now, man. Look at those shots, ladies and gentlemen. It's just ridiculous. Nice clean shot right to the dome. And he's like, no, I don't take damage now, sorry. Jump. Cyphrin did get 3 hits in on that form, so that's pretty good. Okay, here we go with more Blood Rain. So, of course, Cyphrin cannot walk along the ground now. He has to float underneath in Dark Demon, which becomes a little bit more tricky. And, of course, you have the little electrical ball there as well. I guess that's what it is. Man, it's just such a rude fight. Alright, so Cyphrin now getting down there with 2 pibbles of health left. 2 Ginsengs left. He's going to fire off the second to last one. Let's see. So Cheese says, do you think developers intended you to beat this before everything became spikes and just mess up? No, I think they intended... I mean, they gave you ultimate gargoyles. So they're like, okay. Alright, fella, you're probably pretty excited about this gargoyle form, but we're going to up it a little bit on the boss end as well. So, you know, they make you earn this fight. I mean, you got to remember, this is the company that made, the Ghouls and Ghosts game, so they know a little bit about giving the middle finger to the player. I don't think that's an accident at all. Alright, so Cypherin switches back to the armor there and loads up the Ginseng. This is the final Ginseng, ladies and gentlemen. The die is cast. What will happen here? Shot just missing. Ridiculous. I think the one thing that you could argue, though, really cheesed, is that, I mean, they did really screw the player over on how these shots work in this form. Because you'll see him completely, corporeal, and the shot go through him, and then he'll start blinking after it's gone through him, and he just won't take damage. And that to me is junk. That's a bunch of garbage. Gotta be very patient to do this fight. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. You donated for it, and you got it. Dark Demon is defeated. Congratulations, Cypherin.
Finally.
What a load that boss is.
Yeah. Oh my.
Put him up in chat, ladies and gentlemen. The man earned it.
That was I think 3 or 4 separate events. Like, I just could not take him down, and that came down to the wire too. Man. Whew. Thank you. Yeah, the relief is there. I dropped my controller on the ground.
I heard you sigh, and I was like, I think that's a good sigh, but I don't know.
Oh boy. Yeah. Thank you to everyone that donated for this incentive. Now I got this mountain off my shoulders that's been hanging over me. Now we can look for something else ridiculous to tackle. So I got quite a number of crazy games coming up this week for RG Love, which, check out that schedule if you haven't already. The schedule, it's just beautiful. It's one of the best schedules I've seen. And of course, I'm a member of RGL TV, but it's for real. Comb through that schedule. I'm sure there's something in there for everybody to love, from, what we've dug up from our own personal loves. Again, this here, Demon's Crest. What else do I got coming up? Not too many people like it, but I love Double Dragon 3, Cobra Triangle. And these are all games that I grew up with, and I just wanted to share it with you all. And the rest of the staff, we put our schedule together and just sharing, stuff that we hold near and dear.
Yeah, just to reiterate, these are, nominally speedruns. They're not, necessarily, this is not necessarily a speedrun event. This is about, sharing games that, we love, whether we had nostalgia for it or we, found out about them over the course of the past year or, somewhere in between. Just playing games that we really love. It's all in the name, Mm-hmm. Please, again, any donations do support the entire team, helping us to get to GDQs and other sorts of events like that. Help us to replace or improve stream assets as needed. So it all helps out our roughly 30-person team. So it does benefit a lot of people. in that regard. So if you are thinking about donating, and if you're able to, please do. We greatly appreciate it. If you cannot, if you can alert people that you know about the stream and get more eyes on it and just hang out and have a good time and enjoy the stream, we really appreciate it. And with that in mind, we do have Super Ghouls and Ghosts coming up here. I will switch over. Cypher will be sticking around though, and talking, so I don't have to talk about this hellish game. But we'll get switched over and get that all sorted here in a second. So stick around. We got lots more RG love. 8 days of this, guys. So we're just done with one game so far, but many more to come. So Super Ghouls and Ghosts coming right up in a moment.